And this video will have a review of this application, MiniTool ShadowMaker, which is a tool to do a backup of your own data, especially data, your own personal data or system data, and do restoring and managing that backup, even cloning if you want to clone your disk drive. This is the main page here, which is you have in case if you have many disks here, partitions, backup sources, and this is your PC and the information. Below you have the last backup you have done. We can start doing backup here from this place, or if you have any scheduled backup, will show on this window as well. Available restoration point or images, you can see how many backup files you have, and you can start doing the restore. So we'll go with the process of backup. Second one, here you can see the source and the destination. The source, you can do two things here by disk or partition. The full disk and partition, you can do the process of backup, or even select a folder of files. As you can see, you select which partition you want to do the backup and go ahead and the process with that. Let's go and take like a file. In case if you want to do a backup for this folder, you just click OK. And this will be your source. Destination, of course, destination you have to select something externally, like your hard drive, any point outside your internal drive to do this backup. And for this video, I'll just do it internally and just made one folder and do a backup and select this folder. Now you have this option ready between source and destination. You have option, of course, here, and this will give you like option to compress the files while doing this backup. But more you're giving a higher compression, that will take you more time. As well, you have something called, you can enable even a password for this backup. So not anyone with having this file can do a restoration or access that file. So it's kind of good security to have. And this option will give you like the backup scheme if you want to do a full backup, incremental or differential. And you can also schedule it. You can enable a schedule of this backup. If you don't do it right now, you want to do it later on, you can select when you want to do this backup. Let's just cancel this and go back to doing a backup right now. If you're okay, it will process with a backup. Now you have the synchronize option, the second one, where you can select the file or folders you have done the backup before, like the same. Let's open videos, let's open this channel, and we'll go to destination. As destination where we actually done our backup before. So you can just select this, and here we start doing the synchronization. So of course the option here will compare the content, the file, the time or file size or file content. So based on that you select, maybe you want to select all option if any changes, or you know exactly what you have done, change these files, maybe the content, maybe the size change, maybe it's edited time. So that will do exactly the backup here for you. And of course you have option to do a filter of this type of files. You can exclude it from the backup. Of course you do a schedule as well for this synchronization. Now the third option, which is the restoration here, you can select all this, the backup you have done before will show in this window. That will select, you can select any point from these and do your own backup. If you over this, on this one, you can see where is the exactly been backup. So which folder you have backup or which disk drive will give you this information this way. But I rather actually if they have more details to show you exactly in some other window here in details and the backup source and the time and date and all that, so it can be easy to do the restoration here. Managing the backup is the same window every time you go back to, and from here you can directly add the backup, and you have the option to shut down the computer when all the running backups and tasks are finished. So basically all these options what you have right now, mostly you have it available on the free version of this software. Logs, you can see all the logs or backup, restoration, synchronization, all this what you have done on the last maybe 24 hours or last week, whatever time you can select and see the full report, what exactly happened in your system. This is more useful to you to understand when the last point happened, especially if you have a business account or business company or something that help you to understand and manage different kind of backup on different PCs. Because here you have the option to different languages of English, German, and Japanese. You have the resolution scaling in case it will not fit correctly. Because I see the application is not correctly fitting, you have double click on the top of this window. So sometimes, expanding, I'll, reduce the scale so I can see the full window. This is maybe happen, you can solve by just clicking on this, and that will adjust exactly the scaling based on your screen. But I think I'd first need a little work to, fit correctly, or even give more details for the user to understand the point of backup and restoration. Additionally, here you have tools. One of them, which is a important one, is a clone disk. Clone disk, if you have the free one version of this software, you can do non-system backup. You can do the full partition or disk of this drive, but not include the system. But you have the free, the pro one, you can start with doing a system one, which is included Windows, and do exactly backup and restoring on the different hard drive in case if you changing laptop or something like that. You have, of course, additional option and professional or pro one is to control remotely different PC or computer to manage the backup on that PC by adding the IP address here. I connect to that one by managing the backup on that remote desktop. Of course, you have something related to a media builder. You can, have a copy of this drives, or can add a drive or detect drivers on this system, and based on that, you can do the image of these files and keep it away in case if you need it later. You can even add a boot menu in case of any problem happen with the Windows and you cannot enter Windows, and this tool will help you to restore or go in without using boot CD or something like that. This is a free one which you can have basically everything that support from Windows 7 to Windows 11. You can do all your backup restoring and system backup restoration, partition backup, and disk backup as well. So just have a try and just install the application and try it yourself. See if it meets exactly your needs. If you're doing your own system backup, let me know what you think in the comment below. If you think this application is good. For me, only thing I found the problem is the scaling or the application interface a little bit, weak on the design. So that they need to just upgrade that to have it fixed. Other than that, the application work perfectly to do backup and restoring. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Peace.